Judges, till the end of the debate, the opposition side never tell us about why they only need jail to the corruptors, and I think they only half tense in this debate. Judges, impoverished by our side is carried out by confiscation of all objects that are the result of a criminal act of corruption, or by payment of replacement money in the amount of which is in accordance with the state financial losses taken and arising from criminal acts of corruption. Judges, now going to my rebuttal, they said about the financial agency will be human error or technical error, but we say no because in our side it's already have check and balance. We need to be properly supervised to prevent the possibility human error. If we only give the prison sentence and light fines for corruptor, it will not give the deterrent effect. Now going to my mechanism. First, as government, we will make the regulation to impoverish the corruptor by take all the payment replacement money without additional things like the opening government said. Second, we do not close the access of family to get another job. Third, we do the check and balance when do the financial tax, so it will be transparent and accountable. Our goal is same as opening government, like we need to prevent the corruptor in the end of the day. Now going to my argument, why by impoverished corruptor will bring the deterrent impact. Judges, if the opposition worry about it will bring a long-term burden, we say no because we think in their side it will be worse. Why? Because long-term burden come from corruptor only need to do is the jail fine and they don't lose their money. Compared to our side, let's deal with the fourth scenario when both proposal can reach or achieve the prevent corruption in the end of the day. Our proposal is still better because we already bring back the money that they stolen as long as what the state need to increase the welfare, maybe increase the education, increase the infrastructure, and so on and so forth. Next, if the opposition team said they only make a burden to the state, but we think they only think by one side because let's imagine when we pick the payment or replacement payment by the corruptors, we already bring back to increase our welfare in general. But in their side, they only think about their family's corruptor. They don't get the job, they don't get the education. But we think in this status quo, the family's corruptor can still continue their life with another job, with another opportunity in their journey. So it's proof to you. This is proof to you that we need to impoverish corruptor to reach the goal prevent corruption in the next future day, and to compare the justice or the justification in our side, it will be justification when we do the replacement of payment of corruptor, rather than we only take the jail only for 1 year or 2 years. It's not balanced with what they do before. So it's really we need to care about the welfare in general. We need to care about the citizen or community itself. Thank you. Okay.
the consideration of financial aspect that involving the family of the corruptor is the wise thing. But then we also need to understand that every member of the corruption family can also carry out activities that have productive value. So we don't have to make this as a problem, right? That is enough. We believe that regions, prisons, or jail are not effective in providing sanction because prison are not commensurate with the action taken by corruptors to make the people or society to suffer. So we believe that alternatives are needed that can be taken to really make corruptors at least regret their action. On off, which is to provide poverty or impoverish corrupt. The opposition team said not to impoverish corruptor is an effort to reduce the burden on the states. However, we believe that by reducing sentence without impoverishing the corruptor, it will create an even greater burden due to the opening of opportunities, crimes of embezzlement of states funded by the opposition teams. In addition to impoverish the corruptor does not have to confiscate more assets or goods than the corruptor. So, ideally, to impoverish the corruptor is enough by confiscating as much as asset he has corrupted. We feel it's better if we don't confiscate more than what is rightfully their stake, right? So as not to put a burden on the financial impact of corruption and their families that in the future, with us considering not to the estates by government state. Thus, we take into account the welfare of the perpetrators of corruption after the sanction period be end, because that this has become part of the legal parameters running to restore the good names and a